Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And we are doing a challenge. If this video hits 1500 likes within 24 hours, I'm giving away 100 XRP to somebody who has put something in the comment section down below. So make sure you are subscribed, make sure you comment something down below, and make sure you press the like button, as that is all you have to do to enter. If somebody wins, we'll announce it tomorrow, so go right on ahead. And having said that, a lot of people have asked me, Dusty, man, talk about this HBO thing that everybody in the community has been talking about. Because yes, it is a pretty big deal. And since I cannot let you listen to the sound directly, I'm going to have to play it here and also play it on my phone so you guys can still hear it while I can hear it at the same time. It's a little bit annoying, but that's the way it's going to go. I'm going to try this as good as I possibly can. Let's go.
In December, the SEC sues Ripple, and the gist of it is they say, you guys are, by selling XRP or releasing it into the community, as you would say, it was a security, not an asset, not gold. It's more like a stock, and you didn't register it. What you did was illegal.
That lawsuit, I think, is misguided. I think the idea that XRP is a security, it has traded out there for 8 years. You know, it's kind of like, well, if it was a security, I guess we should have known that a long time ago.
So is your basic defense, you let us trade it for years, and thus gives these backsies? Is that basically your response?
No. I mean, look, if you own a security, it gives you ownership of a company, right? If Ripple goes away, XRP is going to keep trading. Many countries around the world, the UK, Japan, Switzerland, Singapore, they all have clarity and certainty that XRP is not a security. In fact, the United States is the only country on the planet that has suggested that XRP is a security. That's why I say this isn't just bad for Ripple, it's bad for crypto broadly here in the United States, and it's driving that activity, it's driving that entrepreneurial activity outside the United States. I think that definitely bodes poorly for the U.S. crypto industry at large. I think if you believe these are the future infrastructures for payment networks, I think we should care about, what countries have control over those technologies.
All right. I accidentally made it very painful for my own ears, but hey, that's sometimes the sacrifice you got to make for content, right? So, they bleed, but it's okay. I found it a really interesting video, partially because of every kind of tweet I saw surrounding it. For example, DX Ron here posted, "The more I listen to people speak, the more I realize this is all a script and these people are all actors." I'm not going to say that that's the truth, but I did press the like button purely so I could remember the tweet. And it is something I want to bring up here. All right. Again, I'm not saying that they are all actors and this has all been planned out all along, but the idea that there's some bigger picture and they're just all playing their part. The more that this goes on, the more I kind of believe that story. However crazy it sounds, it is really what I am kind of on right now. It's just every single time there's just another one up, and every single time it just confirms the picture we already saw before, which is that Ripple will ultimately take over. Ripple will have one of the most important cases of crypto ever. Ripple versus the SEC is going to be the most determining case for crypto. And in the end of things, it will give them so much attention with everything that they've been building all together already that eventually they can just propel themselves to the top, right? That's really the way it's looking like right now. And the more I keep checking these videos, the more I am confirming for myself that everything is just playing out exactly how they wanted it. If I'm looking at the price as well, all I can see is just real manipulation in the price. There's just nothing else I can say about that. Is it being suppressed? Is it being manipulated? Oh my God, yes it is. How though? That is something we do not know. Is it Ripple directly? Is it Ripple through some other methods, or who else is doing it? That I do not know, but that it's happening. Oh damn, yes, I would like to put money on that it is. By the way, guys, go check out Discord as well. A link will be down below. It's just a pretty cool platform that I recommend you guys all to join, especially the XRP Discord. A lot of people in here, most likely 1,000 people are online right now as we speak. It's definitely going to be worth your time. If you see your name right now in this little list, comment it down below if you saw your name pop by, because you guys are all amazing. All right, a lot of people in here. If you're in, just come say hi, all right? There will always be people, so just come say hi. I definitely think it's going to be worth it, and I personally think it's a lot of fun, so why not? What are you waiting for? Just come say hi. And having said that, also go check out GSX. It is the first gold-backed coin. I personally have a couple $1,000s in it, knowing that I can't lose it all or can make a huge amount of profit. But since it's the first of its kind, I put some money into it. And right now, there's still a bonus going on because we're early, so go check it out. Ripple CEO Brett Garlinghouse made an appearance on HBO to slam the SEC. Brett Garlinghouse says the lawsuit bodes poorly for the crypto space and that XRP would continue trading even if Ripple went away, to make a case against classifying XRP as a security. John Deaton also came up and said, "Digital assets are up for grabs, people. Please indulge me and literally say this out loud. According to the CFTC, Dogecoin is a commodity. According to the SEC, XRP might be a security. The satirical digital asset Doge, which started out as a joke with zero utility, is a commodity like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and therefore the CFTC has jurisdiction. But XRP, with dozens of use cases, including being used as a payroll currency and bridge asset between CBDCs and sovereign currencies, is possibly a security with the SEC having jurisdiction. Power grab, which again might be what the second part of it all is, right? It might be version 1, where Ripple has this all planned out and it's all according to plan, or it might be number 2, where they're just too afraid and they're doing everything in their power to push it down. It could be either. My ears, by the way, are still burned. Then, Straight Up XRP posted, "Big BG, Brett Garlinghouse. Is that you in the background, sir? The part I can see from your head looks like much more professional than Vitalik from the front." And, how do I go back? There we go. Brett Garlinghouse replied and said, "Ripple, and more recently the SEC, has made me balder and much grayer, but still recognizable. Photo is at Ripple Swell Toronto 2017. Oh, guys, this man must be under some ridiculously high stress, though. Think about it. Being sued by the federal government for $1 billion. I sometimes forget the burden that if this guy didn't plan everything up front, the burden he must be on is definitely quite big. It's just interesting to kind of think about that for a split second. How much of a pressure is on his head all the time as well. But that is actually quite cool that he replied to a photo. Then Brett Garlinghouse himself tweeted out, Dan Primack, who is the business editor, or whatever should that stand for? I think business editor at Axio's Pro Rata newsletter and Axio's Recap podcast. He's basically the Axios guy. As you aptly said, the crypto industry is now large enough and old enough that it deserves a US regulatory framework, whether benefiting Ripple or not. The outcome of this lawsuit will define how the US treats future crypto innovation, not just Ripple and XRP, which is definitely a truthful thing. I cannot really say anything else about it. And also, if you really put all the facts together, there's no way that they will really rule out XRP to be a security as of this point. Again, fast, debatable. Anything is debatable. Right now, though, not debatable in my opinion. And also, I mean, if we're really honestly talking about exchanges relisting the coin, I'm going to say no, that shouldn't necessarily be the case, because even though the SEC has never declared XRP to be a security, they only allege something which is still an investigation, and they themselves do not decide that, a judge does. Since some of these exchanges took it away, like we expressed earlier, like the Kraken CEO did, right now the risk for exchanges is just too high. So understandably, we shouldn't be too angry with them, because think about it from their perspective, right? They have a huge threat from the SEC, because if XRP were to be deemed something which they have no control over, and the system is manipulated anyway, so strange stuff can happen, they might get the verdict of, well, you should have known. And yes, guys, that happens a ton of the time, right? So they're a little bit afraid that something like that were to happen. Right now, the SEC is like, well, we didn't conclude anything. But eventually, some judges might think like, well, the SEC sued them, though, so you should have known better. Because basically, what they're doing with Ripple right now and Brett Garlinghouse in this lawsuit is the SEC is already claiming that Brett Garlinghouse sold these investment contracts and that he should have known that XRP was a security. That's basically one of the allegations. And if you think about it from that perspective, then the exchange is going to get the same type of verdict where it's like, well, you should have known. So if Brett Garlinghouse is guilty, then all these exchange guys will also be found guilty, regardless of whatever they try to do. So I can understand if they're not pulling it back in. All right, so think about that. Don't be too angry at them. Don't think Coinbase is just doing this to mock us. No, I don't think so, guys. And they also have a big IPO to run. Think about the bigger picture. This type of stuff is not completely rational. By the way, did it? Oh, okay. I was like, huh? Did it get no retweets? But it just got no quote retweets. It looks a little bit pale. but that's because it got no quotes, I guess. Most of the things get at least some, though. That's okay. That's interesting. DAI has posted on Twitter, what happens to the XRP that Ripple holds in escrow? That's what it is all about. Attorney Jeremy nailed it. Well, honestly, in the end of things, it is a very important part of it all, right? Whatever happens to the XRP that is in escrow is ultimately going to decide a lot. A whole lot, yes. That's a very true part. Because you could think some of the companies or some of the big guys, like for example the whole freaking US, just thinks that they have too much, money, too much control. And some guys might even go as far to argue as to say that they want to adopt XRP/Ripple, but they just can't because Ripple has too much control over XRP that they do not want them to have. So maybe they'll propose a burn, maybe they'll propose that they'll take it in under supervision. I'm not sure, but that could really be the whole big picture behind it all, that's the problem. It's definitely something we keep in our heads. Then RSR, this is again non-XRP stuff. RSR attempts a new all-time high. I've actually been looking at a lot of coins here that are still outperforming Bitcoin. I mean, a lot of my portfolio is still doing better every single day. And that's pretty crazy. Looking at the whole situation in the world right now. Honestly speaking, guys, I think crypto was one of the best bets I ever made in my one of the best bets I made in my life. Here's what Biden's $2 trillion stimulus package means for Bitcoin. It just shows the longer term for crypto anyway, in my opinion. It just shows money is freaking infinite. Crypto is definite. There's an end to it. We know exactly what we're up against. We know exactly how much there could ever be. So why waste your time with the freaking fiat? I'm honestly, the more I involve myself with crypto, the more I'm thinking of never cashing out and just using crypto the way it's intended to be as a payment method. But that is also with the idea in mind that I'll always keep some fiat because, well, you might need it at some point or another. As at this point, you cannot pay your taxes in crypto. You cannot buy or spend a lot of things in crypto. You have those debit cards or credit cards, yes, but that's not everything. You can't buy everything with those. So, as of this point, I cannot fully switch over, but I'm thinking about it, just eventually doing that. Because ultimately, it's very hard to think of a good cash out plan, a good cash out strategy, if your intent is to hold. Because when are you going to cash out? When are you going to start doing that? Because, well, what are you going to send it towards then? Are you going to buy fiat with that? But the whole purpose of crypto and the reason it's going to go up is because fiat is most likely losing its value in the end of things anyway. So what is your cash out plan going to be? The only thing I can think about is if you have another business you want to set up or a property you want to buy. But in my opinion, if you're buying property or if you're setting up another business, it's all about the ROI, right? Unless you really want just something tangible. You want something you can really touch in the real world like property. If you don't, though, you just want to make money, then that type of stuff is all about the ROI. And if I think about it, though, crypto really is at any point or another, you're still going to give me the highest ROI that I can think of. So I'm just going to stick with that for my funds for right now until I switch my mind. Because I think the cool part about that one is just having multiple income streams. If you, like I've been explaining on some other channels, if you just build your income out properly, it doesn't matter what you do with your crypto holdings. You don't even have to cash out because the money will come in anyway. So again, just check out my other channels. There's a Growth Masters Academy and the Business Realm. I don't post in there too often, only when I really think of something new to post or something that's going to be useful. But they're very cool tips for if you're maybe stuck at home, you don't have that much income, you want to think of something new. Just go check it out. I definitely think it's going to help you out with getting some new perspective. And just do it. I think it's going to be worth it. Then Ethereum Berlin upgrade. I'll talk a little bit more about this on 5 Minute Crypto, as it's a pretty big deal, yet it's also a 50-50, right? I mean, the Ethereum upgrades, let's go to the TLDR. Berlin is ready to be deployed. We're moving fast. The first testnet upgrade. The first testnet to upgrade, Ropsten, is scheduled to upgrade on March 10th. Mainnet is scheduled for April 14th. If you're running an Ethereum node, you should upgrade it to the Berlin compatible version ASAP for testnets before April 7th for mainnet. See below for the full list of Berlin compatible client versions and details on the EIP included in the upgrade. It's something, you might find important, you might not find important. I just wanted to share it because this is why the price could be doing good. Ethereum network upgrade that will destroy coins could cause explosive growth in the Ether price, experts say, because it basically takes some use away from some of these coins and puts it over into Ethereum. An upgrade to the Ethereum network will change the way transactions work and will start to destroy coins. The fall in supply could trigger explosive growth in the Ether price, one expert said. And Ether has soared more than 130% in 2021, but the crypto remains highly volatile. It actually is really, really volatile recently, but mostly because of the huge fees and people have been swapping over to BNB and stuff like that. But BNB right now has also overtaken ADA by market cap yet again. It's basically a battle. The whole top right now is filled with Cardano, Polkadot, BNB, Ethereum. It's a very good part of it, and they're all platformers. And in the end, I do not know which one is going to win, but if you want to have a good portfolio, I think it's very, very rational to include all of them. But again, you didn't hear that from me, right? It's not financial advice. It's just my own opinion on this matter, that it might be very smart to just include all platformers for what if the one you thought was going to win didn't really win. If you put all your eggs into one basket, you're about to be stepped on, right? At one point or another, potentially. You have a higher chance of being stepped on, I guess. So just be careful with that, spread your risk, and platformers are the way to go. There's a lot of other platformers I'm thinking about and that I've bought. Wow, it's just crazy, guys. I honestly amaze myself every single day with how much crypto has grown over the last couple of years, how things are just rushing off and going amazing. But still, there's so much profit to be made, guys. There's so much profit to be made in the short term. Just stick around and keep going for it. I don't think people can really go wrong with crypto, honestly. But hey, that's just my word against the whole crypto hater community, which is most likely still quite a lot of people in this world. I just personally think we can't really go wrong. But hey, who am I, right? Who am I? We'll see. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And also let me know down below how I can improve on these videos. I'll take everything into consideration. And take care, everybody.